I'm back with another album review. For the next four reviews, I'll be reviewing the albums from Spacehog, which was a band from New York City. They were initially active from 94 to 2002, then 2008 to presumably 2014. The band consisted of Royston Langton on lead vocals and bass, his brother Anthony on rhythm guitar and co-lead vocals, Johnny Craig on drums, and Richard Steele on lead guitar. These guys were originally from England, but were already living in New York prior to starting up the band. Anyways, today's review is on Resident Alien, which is their debut album. It was produced and mixed by the band themselves and Bryce Goggin at Bearsville Studios in New York. They received help from Todd Tomney Voss. The drum technician was Carl Plaster. The mixing assistants were Sue Dreyer and Dave Voigt. Scott Hull mastered the album at Masterdisc. The album was released on October 25th, 95 on Sire Records. This means that the album will be turning 30 years old next year as of the making of this video. The album is mostly centered around glam rock, which wasn't all that popular in the 90s compared to the 70s. These guys also took a lot of inspiration from David Bowie, Queen, and T-Rex. And now let's talk about the songs. The intro to this album is In the Meantime, which was released as a single on March 16th, 96. This is the band's most well-known song, and it was my introduction to the band because my dad has been playing it on his radio show for a long time. A lot of people consider Spacehog to be a one-hit wonder just because this is the only song of theirs that became a hit. Just because a band is a one-hit wonder doesn't mean that they aren't any good. A music video was made, and there's a link in the description. The next track is Spacehog. Obviously, that's the name of the band, and it's one of the more poppy-sounding songs on the album. After that is Starside. Unsurprisingly, this is another space-related song. Then again, other bands including Hawkwind and UFO have also made songs that are space-related. Up next is Candyman. The song is made as a tribute to the movie Candyman from '92. Next up is Space is the Place, which was released as a single in '96. The song goes in the direction of pop rock and power pop. Not only is it my favorite song from this album, but my favorite song from this band in general. A music video was made, and I'm including a link in the description. That's followed up by Never Coming Down, Part 1. Part 2 is coming up later. We followed it up with Cruel to Be Kind, which was released as a single in '96. The song received a music video, and there's a link in the description. The following track is Shipwrecked. The title alone pretty much tells you what the song is about. What comes next is Only a Few. Royston wrote the lyrics by himself. The track after that is The Last Dictator. The song is unsurprisingly about someone being the last dictator. The track that comes next is Never Coming Down, Part 2. This is the second part of a song that was previously mentioned. The second to last track is Zeros. The number 0 is mentioned 10 times in the lyrics, which is kind of ironic. The finale of this album is To Be a Millionaire, Was It Likely? To Be a Millionaire ends at the 2 minutes and 10 seconds mark. After that is 11 minutes of silence followed by Was It Likely? When researching this album, I saw that it was certified gold in America and platinum in Canada. It also peaked at number 49 on the Billboard 200. It was also met with mostly positive reviews from critics. Even Pitchfork, the music publication I hate the most, had the decency to give it a positive review. It's one of those rare cases where they actually got it right. Now for my thoughts. I personally think this is a great album. I mentioned earlier that Spacehog were considered a one-hit wonder just because In the Meantime was their only song that became a hit. And just because they're a one-hit wonder doesn't mean they aren't any good. The entire album is just phenomenal. I know that Devo and Simple Minds are also considered one-hit wonders, but those statements are bullshit because both bands have various songs that became hits, and they have released greatest hits albums. Overall, I highly recommend this album. And now it's the part where I question you. Have you listened to Resident Alien? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? Do you think more and more people should check out the rest of the songs from this band? Well, let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify you of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.